In this video, we'll show you how to change the oil on this Cadillac Escalade with a 6.2-liter engine between the year ranges of 2015 and 2020. Let's get started. Okay friends, let's get started on our job. The first thing you want to do is make sure you're on a nice flat level surface in an area that you can safely get underneath the vehicle because you will be draining the oil from underneath. Once you're sure of that, make your way under the hood to the driver's side valve cover and find your oil cap. You'll find right on the oil cap exactly what type of oil you need to use and make sure that it is Dexos approved. It's extremely important. Continue on to turning this counterclockwise to remove it from the valve cover. Give the gasket a quick inspection and then set this aside. Now let's make our way underneath the vehicle. With hand and eye protection, we're going to be looking for the engine oil drain plug, and we'll also be looking for our oil filter. Make sure it's cool to the touch. Once you've done that, we'll continue on with our oil filter wrench. Turn the oil filter counterclockwise to start removing it. As you do, oil will come out. Make sure you have a collection bucket under the area so you can recycle that oil properly. Once the drip slows down, you can continue removing that oil filter. Wipe down the base on the engine where your brand new filter gasket is going to sit. Now it's time to prepare our brand new oil filter for installation. Before you put it onto the vehicle, take some of your brand new 0W20 oil and pour it straight into the center hole here. Once it starts coming out through the top, we'll take a gloved finger and run it right along that seal. This is called priming the filter. We can go ahead and install this onto the engine. Let's get this on here. Once you get this bottomed out by hand, it's important to make sure you turn it at least one more half of a turn. Now we can use a 14mm to remove our drain plug. Keep in mind, when you pull this out, it's going to come out diagonally. Once you've allowed the oil to completely drain out, continue on by installing your drain plug. We're going to bottom this out and then torque it to 18 foot-pounds. Clean your mess. Insert a funnel. Now we'll continue on by adding 8 quarts of oil. Once you have all 8 quarts in there, reinstall your engine oil cover. Now let's make our way into the vehicle. We'll start it up, let it run for approximately 30 seconds and turn it right back off. After you let your vehicle run and turned it off, make your way back under the hood. It's time to check the oil level while you're on a nice flat surface. Let's lift up on this oil dipstick, we'll wipe it off, and I'll show you what you're looking for. The areas that you want to pay attention to is down at the very end of the dipstick. You'll find that you have 2 little holes, and you also have a hatched area. Anywhere inside that hatched area is good, preferably closer to the top of that area. You never want to be below the hatches, and you especially don't want to be above the hatches. With that said, let's put this back in and then recheck that oil level. All right, as you can tell, that oil level is perfect by adding 8 quarts of synthetic 0W20 oil. We'll wipe this off and reinstall it. While you're under the hood, it's a good idea to check all of your other fluids and of course the air filter. Aside from that, let's go ahead and reset that oil light. To reset the maintenance light, put your foot on the brake and start your engine. Now once you've got the vehicle started, we're going to be using this button right here. You can use this to go over to the left by pressing over, and then you can go up and down as needed to gain access to the oil change screen, and then hold down the select button to reset it. So if you were to look at the dash, you'll see that you have that red line going around. I'm going to press the selector over to the left, and you'll find that it makes its way over towards where this says tire pressure. There we are. Now I can press up or down to gain access to the oil change screen. Once you get it to the screen, you'll notice that it has an area that says hold to reset. So we'll hold this down. Once it changes to 100, go ahead and take your vehicle for a road test. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.